Life 301 was created because I was coaching a whole group of different entrepreneurs who all had the same issue, and I thought, you know what, they could really learn from each other, and sure enough, it was a total success.
I had so much success with the program, I've recommended it countless times to other people, and employees, senior executives that have worked with me have participated in the 301, and then I've hired True Life Coaching to work individually with a lot of our senior managers. The 301 looks at your entire person, and so by looking at you as holistically, it allows you to focus in on your family, your spiritual life, your finances. It's interesting because I had one person who was really not for participating in this kind of a program, and by the time he was done, he's a true believer in Shondell, and she did fantastic work with him.
This class is for the person who really wants to live their life with purpose and by their values. And I promise you, almost every single person will get something out of it if they commit to it.
The Life 301 track was, it really gave meaning and purpose to my life and to business. It helped me establish a set of core values by which to live by and by which to make decisions from. It was really able to identify the important things in life, and that allowed me to free up the bandwidth to focus on the next level of success. One major change that occurred for me while I was taking the Life 301 track was I was able to identify those things in my life that drained me. And in doing so, I was able to take those drainers, reframe them, and actually make them so they were energizers in my life.
Life 301 is a class about getting you off your personal plateau or your professional slump and getting you to the next level. It's really about living life with fulfillment and joy and that vitality that we're all missing.
I think the hardest part about Life 301 is actually utilizing all the tools and materials that you learn throughout the track. I find myself frequently having to go back and read back and look at the materials in my notes from that class to best utilize everything that I learned during the course. I would recommend the Life 301 track to just about anybody and everyone that really wants to make positive, purposeful changes in their lives to gain a greater insight and become more successful.
Life 301 is full of online assessments, tools. We have all sorts of things to help you really figure out what are your core values, what are your unmet emotional needs, how do you define success, and how do you align your goals to things that really matter to you so that you actually take action and take that next step off that plateau, out of that space where you're not living a fulfilled life so that you're living a life that you're really proud of.
So the Life 301 format primarily takes place via phone call. And at first that was a little uncomfortable to me because I didn't know who any of these people were. I'd never met them. I didn't know what they looked like. But over time, Shondell, the owner of True Life Coaching and the main coach, really helped everyone on the phone calls feel incredibly comfortable. And it turns out phone calls are way better for people with busy lifestyles. Well, about 6 years ago, I went through a somewhat traumatic divorce, and I really depended on True Life Coaching to help me get through that. I went to their Life 301 course and learned about what my values were and what my vision was for my life. And from there, I was really able to rebuild my life and pick up the pieces and go forward with a very purpose-driven life. And since then, I've remarried, and I'm pregnant with my first child, and I feel like Life 301 really helped me focus on what I really wanted out of life and what was important.
This class is tried and true. We've been doing it for over a decade, and you know what the coolest part of it is that people learn well in a group, and I think that that's what's so special about it.
You get to be in a group setting, and so it's less of an intimidating environment, but at the same time, you get so much more out of it because you get experiences from other people, so you get to learn and change and grow in this group environment. It's fun and it's exciting.
It was designed for people who want more out of life. I've taken over 500 people through this program. I've had over 50 CEOs, even 20 housewives, students, and 300 to 500 professionals in between. In every single class, without fail, someone has a shift in the way they think and live their life. There is always an amazing aha experience that blows the rest of the group away.
My life perspective changed. The outlook I had on life completely changed. You know, just learning about, you know, managing a team. I mean, what does it take to, you know, understand the person I'm working with, what their values are, and how can I be a better manager to set them up for success. That was really insightful from the course.
People think the phone will be hard, when really it's easy because you don't have to travel, you don't have to commute. The live ones are great too, but the phone ones are amazing. You get diversity of people, and the confidentiality that we have within that group really allows you to open up, and you get to be more vulnerable with these complete strangers than half the people in your life. And really, because of the commitment with this group, you will learn so much more being in a group than you even will with your one-on-one coaching. So let that fear die.